Hi everybody, hi! Welcome to your daily reading. Today's reading is for January 26th, 2020. As you guys know, these readings are absolutely for anybody. It doesn't matter what your sign is, and it is for absolutely any time that you view it. It doesn't matter what the date is. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please do check the description box below. You can find my information and my shop on Etsy. If you would like to donate, you can also find the link there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to those of you who have donated to me. And thank you so much to you, Lori. Thank you so much. I totally received your donation. Guys, thank you. And usually I can never find the button to actually say thank you to the person who donated. But apparently, maybe it's a new feature, and now I see that. So if you do donate, I will definitely say thank you to you personally. But yay! Also, I'm starting to offer a new one-on-one live coaching session, but it's going to be video chat, obviously, because I'm in Japan. So if that's something that you're interested in, you guys can check that out as well. Through the live one-on-one coaching, I can do healings, activations, readings, whatever you need. All right, God bless. Let's jump right into today's reading. You guys know I'm an Aries. You know I like to get in. So first of all, what I'm seeing for today's reading, guys, is that, wow, things may seem a little mixed up in your life. There's this kind of like this flipped kind of energy. So that tells me, based on the way that the cards have fallen, it's almost like, number one, things may seem like they have no order for you, like things may seem backward. You may feel like you have to go through certain experiences that make no sense to you. You may find yourself going places with certain people where you're like, that's weird. I feel like going to this place it would make more sense that I would go to this place with that person, but instead I'm going to this place with this person, and I'm going to that place with this person, like that person. It's almost like things seem a little bit topsy-turvy. However, that being said, today's message is founded upon this one card. It says impeccability. Okay, so before I jump into that, I want to show you that this surrender to passion card seems like it should go with the Ace of Pentacles and this surrender card. This surrender, the idea that you can fix somebody, should go with this Eight of Cups, walking away, and this surrender, your desire to control people, but it's all mixed up. Then we have two cards here that speak of silence. What are the odds of two silence cards popping out? And then we've got this controlling card of impeccability and this virtue card. So let's jump right in. At the top, first of all, is this one word, impeccability. And forgive the lighting, guys, you know what's up. So this card says, move into that place of perfection within you, that place of truth, responsibility, competence, and intuition. Collect your discipline like a Buddha, meditating in a garden of snow. Impeccability is an area of strength that continues to flame within, maintaining your power and intent. This flame burns in your center always, indicating the level of your capabilities and your effectiveness in bringing events into being. Impeccability is tended by the attentions of your sacred witness, that person within you who constantly observes the target. Gather your power with impeccability, with the intensity of a rubber band pulled and held at its breaking point, and focus your intent on the job about to be done. All right, so as I read this card, two things stand out to me. Number one is the very basic message that, you know what? There is a plan. No matter how crazy things seem, there is order to the chaos that you may feel like you are experiencing. And in fact, this chaos, quote unquote, seems so, I don't want to say preordained, but preordained, and it seems very ordered. It's almost like it makes sense amidst the chaos. When something makes sense amidst the perceived chaos, that the only answer to that is that there must be a pattern there that you are not familiar of. I'll say that one more time. Guys, we all know what chaos looks like, right? It's like, chaos. But sometimes if you look closely, there seems to be some kind of order to the chaos that's happening. And it's almost like it's a little bit slightly beyond your reach to understand why things are happening this way or how it's happening this way. But you can tell that, well, maybe there's some intelligent design, there's something there. That's the situation we're dealing with today. And the thing about that is that whenever there is ordered chaos, you have to stop and think, is this chaos then? Or is it actually something that is just another pattern that makes total sense, but I'm unable to recognize it because it's not familiar to me? It's something new. And therefore it's unfair to call it chaos, and sometimes it might be just downright wrong when there is actually an order, and all you need to do is be in this place, silence, to actually observe the new pattern that's unfolding. Now, as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, you're probably, especially if you're a new watcher, you're probably getting on board because you have shifted into another timeline, right? Check out the video from yesterday's morning message if you'd like a little more clarity on that. So here you are in this new timeline, and as I said, things are going to seem similar on the surface, but soon you're going to start to see things that, this is new, that's new, right? And that's because you're in a new timeline. You've shifted into a new paradigm, so to speak. And so things look the same, but the energy is totes not the same. It's not the same. So your job is to kind of be Badger Spirit. Remember Badger Spirit from yesterday's video? Be Badger Spirit, where you take that step back and you observe what's going on, and you bring in this attention to detail. You'll start to notice the they're saying passion's here. Yeah, passion, but I was actually going to say pattern, but okay, God, if that's what you want. So they're saying passion. So the beautiful thing, and now I'm feeling this passionate energy just right here, ready to just whoosh, come right in, right? So a lot of you guys have followed your higher selves into this new paradigm, and passion is coming in for you. Some of you know what that passion is, whether it's art, music, connecting with people, whatever. For some of you, you're like, I don't know, but let it wash over me. This is it right here. The energy is flowing like this. If you're wondering, what are you doing? And for some of you, you think it's one thing, and then something else opens up entirely, right? So it's like you feel like, oh, I'm just volunteering at this high school football game because my son is here and I'm volunteering to sell candy bars. But actually then you start to realize, oh, I actually enjoy the action of selling, and I like the challenge of creating this little this what do we call it, little business for myself, and that leads into new passion. So either way, and I don't know if you guys can feel it, it's coming in on a little bit of an orange feeling. Thanks, squirrel, for showing us. But you're not orange, squirrel, you're like a burnt sienna, God bless. But you know, he's cool, he's letting us know we're all cool here. And this energy is coming in as a nice orange, and over time, as you get into the flow, for reals, you really get into the flow of that passion that's coming in, guys, you're going to see that this orange energy is actually a brilliant, citric, alive, energetic orange that comes in. You could smell it, but it doesn't smell like oranges. It smells like orange. Don't ask. Orange the color, don't ask, okay? Because I don't have an answer. But you're going to feel that. Okay, so so far, just remember that new things are popping up. It is your job to start to understand the patterns that are unfolding before you, because the minute you get into a new country or a new world or a new place, city, whatever, even a new institution like a school or whatnot, first thing is you always ask, well, what are the rules here? How are things flowing here? How's the energy flowing? And that's the beautiful thing about it. Now, there was something I wanted to say earlier. What was it? But you know, once the energy comes in, all right, if it comes back, it comes back. All right, so yeah, so impeccability in that sense that there is a plan. That's the ordered chaos. But there's also this concept of this other concept that is showing itself in this impeccability card, is about you having I guess having some kind of vision about what it is that you want. Let's see, where was that? Okay, there was a certain sentence here. Okay, there it is. And focus your intent for the job about to be done. So when I read that, it became clear that they were trying to speak to you about intention. Some of you, I'm hearing some of you like, yes, tell it, girl. Yes. Now I'm getting the yellow energies. Of course, orange is still there. Oh, yellow. Now they're pulling me over here. Yellow energies, willpower, manifestation, golden energy. A lot of you may be working on manifestation right now. Some of you may be working on manifestation. So for you, literally, you are working on it. You may be be reading books, you may be trying, you may be setting your intentions. And I'm seeing here that this passion card, whoop, jumps all the way here to this Ace of Pentacles. So what's in the air right now? What's in the air is manifestation energy. So how beautiful, guys, to have the combination of manifestation backed by creativity, creativity backed by manifestation. I mean, it's like a tinder bomb ready to go off, right? Just ready to go off. All you need to do is light that match of what? Intention. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world is underlying this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, we know, speaks for grand opportunity, God-given opportunity. But here I'm seeing that this is not only God-given, it's not only a gift, but it's also founded upon hard work. Here you are, you've come into this new shift through hard work and release of things that no longer serve you, and therefore elevation to a higher level of being. And right out the gates, you've got passion already starting to come in as you're trying to learn the ropes, learn the lay of the land. And you've got this creative energy backed by manifestation, abundance. It's so fertile. You can just like, it's almost so fertile, like you're standing in a marsh and you've got all, you know, you see this mist, but it's not just mist, it's like this abundance, this golden mist around you. And it's almost like you speak it. You speak what you want, comes out as musical notes and flavors and what's the word, programs the energy around you. It's like mac and cheese, bring the mist clears, mac and cheese, thanks, you know. It's like that. It's so fertile, whatever. So be mindful about what it is that you're putting out there, what it is that you want. Is that what you actually want, right? Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. This is that physical space within which this abundant energy can flow, right? We know the Ace of Pentacles, the suit of Pentacles, is all about the physicality, the physical world. So I love that we're seeing both of these. This shows me what? Alignment, all right? So the time is right. I'm not so sure about the astrological influences at this time. That's something I would love to be better at. But, you know, there are a lot of readers out there. Water Baby Tarot, hey, shout out. M Intuition Tarot, shout out. And other readers as well, right? But those two I definitely go to for my astrological news. And they really hit it up. But what I'm feeling right here is for you guys as a collective, it's like a tinderbox right now. That's what I meant to say. I said tinderbomb earlier. I was like, and the minute I said it, I was like, this doesn't make sense. Tinderbox. Tinderbox. Now, something else I wanted to mention. Remember I said I forgot what it was. I'm coming back over here to talk about it. What I wanted to say to you guys earlier is that a lot of you guys may be new viewers. Hi. Welcome. And a lot of you may not be. Hi. Welcome back. Now, I'm not surprised if I have new viewers, because if some of you who have been watching the morning messages, especially when they used to be called daily readings, you may have noticed that there was a time when there was a lot of news about you guys as a collective going through initiations. Like a lot of the people that I was working with were going through initiations. That's just what was happening. And then it was about a shift. But before the shift started happening and that started coming through my readings, there was big talk about initiations. And I don't know if you remember, but in one of the videos I got the news there, and I told you guys that I wouldn't be surprised if I lost a lot of viewers, if a lot of viewers kind of like started going elsewhere. And the reason why is because when you have a shift like this that's going on, it's almost like boggle, like and all the words like reshift. So people are moving and shifting around. It happens all the time. And so right now we have a lot of people as settling into wherever they are now. The dust is settling, and so that's why some people may no longer watch this channel, and now they're watching other channels, or some of you guys may watch some channels but no longer others for this time being, and that's why. All right, so anyway, so I felt that was significant to mention earlier, and then I forgot to mention it right now because it came back. All right, so long story short, today you'll find yourself in this great new ordered chaos. It only seems chaotic to you because it's a new pattern that you're not familiar with, and that's because you're in a new paradigm. So you have to surrender to silence, be in this space of silence and observation, and they're saying, and manifestation. right? And this passionate energy is coming in for you. Now, it's interesting because look at the Eight of Cups, kicking it right there. Now, take a look at this Eight of Cups. So, notice that, first of all, for those of you who are new, Eight of Cups speaks about release. It speaks about walking away from something that no longer serves you, right? Now, in this, what I'm seeing, and I heard a reader say one day, and I totally agree with it, that the Eight of Cups, it's like walking away to seek that Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about wishes fulfilled. So he's like, I know there's a cup out there. I know it. Where is it? But what I want to draw your attention to here is the pink clouds. Are the pink clouds in the distance. Look at how this person is looking at the pink clouds. They're walking away from this situation or these situations to go towards those pink clouds. Now, if you'll notice, those pink clouds are the same color that is here in the Passion card, in the Passion cards. So when you walked away from whatever it is you guys had to walk away from, be it a person, place, thing, situation, you know, job, whatnot, a way of thinking, then what you did is you actually chose to move towards your passion. You chose to move towards something that brought you a sense of life, a sense of living, something that was organic, something that's amazing. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing, and that's what's paying off. Now let's shoot back over to here. It says surrender the idea that you can fix someone. This card should seem to go along with here and here. So we're going to jump around like that. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Now, I'm seeing here that you guys, if this reading resonates with you today, then this is you. Now, it's almost like this person may even still be here in the vicinity around people who, you know, are not so high vibe. They might still be in the same location, but she's not even thinking about those people. She's looking off into the distance. She's focused on her. She's got her bags packed. She's thinking about what she wants. This is someone who is tuned out from the immediate environment. Why? Because they no longer vibe and they're no longer concerned with those people, places, and things and situations around her that don't suit. That doesn't float the boat anymore. So there's this energy of walking away, this Eight of Cups. Underneath this energy of walking away is this surrender your desire to control people. A lot of times what keeps us invested in relationships and connections with people, be they romantic or not, is this desire to control. It's to have the upper hand. It's to make sure we're heard. It's to, you know, be right. It's to have a horse in the competition. It's to have a stake in the game. Like, whatever it is, it's to, you know, have your fingers in it. But if you could let go and stop thinking about it and stop trying to be a part of it, then it's fine. Now, what does that look like? Oh, they're having a party next door and they want me to come. Nah, but I don't feel like going. Nah, I don't care. Oh, wait, but I mean, I feel like I might be missing out. FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Nah, that's all right. I'll stay home, or I'll do what I want to do. You have to get to that place where you're okay not being a part of certain scenes. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to read this just in case. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Okay? Yes, I'm hearing breathing room. I'm out of here. That's what I'm hearing. This person's about to get on their motorcycle and ride. So the point is, a lot of you guys had to give up this desire to control. Now, it doesn't only have to be about controlling people. It could be about controlling situations. Give up the desire to control things. Give up the desire to be a part of it. Just move on. Move on. All right? Okay. Now, as I said, this seems like it's going to be a short reading. I'm trying to go shorter these days, guys. So I can squeeze in more readings, right? Hold on. You know what I'm going to squeeze in? I'm going to squeeze in a hot beverage. Hold on for 1 second. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm back. All right, so let's continue on. So we're looking at, let's look at the foundational energy here. The foundational energy for today's reading is the Star card. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, we love the Star card. Do you guys remember that the Star card came out yesterday as well? And my guides reminded me that stars are suns, because I called it the Sun card by mistake at first. So I love that this beautiful Star card is here, because with this card, what they're promoting today is that even though we're still waiting for things to manifest, we're still waiting for these new patterns to reveal themselves to us, we're still waiting for all this passionate energy to really come in, we're still waiting to get settled, all of that in this new paradigm. Even though we're still waiting for all of that, they want us to know that the conditions are right. The conditions are right now. They're still conditioning things, much as you will notice in the Star card, there's usually some kind of conditioning of the water that seems to be going on. But they're showing that the hope is there, things are fertile. It's almost like I didn't pull from this deck, my Lightworker Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. However, it's almost like if I were to pull a card, I wouldn't be surprised if it was that card that says trust in the plan, because this has a very trust in the plan kind of feeling to this reading. It's almost like things are the way they're supposed to be. You just have to wait, you have to relax, get into silence. This silence has a very Four of Swords energy. Hold on, let me take a sip. Has a very Four of Swords energy to it. Let's read the silence. Four of Swords energy, in case some of you guys don't know, is that energy of rest. If you get a Four of Swords card in your spread, it means that the energy is not dynamic at that time, or shouldn't be dynamic at that time. It should be a restful energy. It could be a time of repose as well. It could be a time sometimes where God is taking you out of the way of something and you're being asked to sit on the sidelines, or you just need sleep. But what I'm getting here is it's meant for observation. So let's read here. Before making a decision of power, move into that place of silence and serenity deep within you. Sit anywhere, close your eyes, and follow your breath in and out. On the third inhalation, take the breath down into your belly and locate your place of power, your shaman center, just below your navel. Okay, so guys, that could correspond to the sacral chakra, right? Visualize your place of power holding the golden sun, a disk of radiant brilliance within you. Observe the silence like a deer in a misty marshland. Cute. If you are in pain, use your consciousness to find where the pain lives within your body. Then move into that pain and beyond it until you find the source of silence. In this silence lives your sacred witness, that which sees all and knows all, and is all that you are. Power is born within the silence. Wow. That's gorgeous. So, for me, and notice this is a 22 card, so it's like double this energy of silence plus this energy of silence. To me, what this is saying is that right now, God's like, let us do our thing. You made it here, chill out for a second, let the energies come in, get settled, get your drink, right? And dream. Go ahead and dream. The passionate energy, it's like you're living in a tinderbox. Go ahead and dream. And not only to dream, but to rest. My God, guys, I just had to literally pause and sneeze like 5 times. And you know they don't mince words and actions in my videos, in these readings. And when I was done, my eyes like fell right on here on the Passion card. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. It's almost like they said, get it out of your head. Whatever, I was sneezing out because my nose and throat started tickling. And what I feel they're trying to say there is, when you start to, this is beautiful, thank you. They're saying when you start to do your manifestation, when you start to set your intentions, it's more at the intention phase, when you start to set your intentions, when you start to dream, they're saying there's going to be, in the beginning, this sense of like, bleh, right? Get all of that stuff out. Even if you're like, I wish I had a man, I wish I had a house, I wish I had a car, I wish I had a... They're saying, yes, get those things out, but they're saying if you go deeper and deeper and you really start to exhaust this list, you're going to start to come down to the real things that you desire. And they're saying that the real things that... And then now notice it said power is born within the silence. Yeah, get all that out till you get to that hushed place. At the bottom, you'll realize, just like the universe doesn't care about the language we use, this energy, this fertile energy of manifestation and abundance, doesn't care about the car and the man and this and that. It cares about how you experience it. So when you start to say things, I feel safe. When you talk about the things that you feel, safe, comforted, cherished, productive, excited, exciting, right? All of these feelings, that's the language of the universe. It's a language that it speaks. It's a language it relates to, you know. So that's why a lot of people say, I want a boyfriend, and you know, but the universe is like, it's not hearing that. It hears womp 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 womp, but it hears what he only hears the language it speaks. The universe hears emotion, and what it hears is, I don't feel safe. Okay, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. If you don't feel safe, for example, with men, you don't feel safe in certain things, guess what? They're going to bring you people that you shouldn't feel safe around, right? I'm unworthy. You're going to bring someone who's going to magnify that. And so bring in someone who's going to magnify that. And so what they're saying is, yes, say everything that you want. But when you get down to the silence in that area, that's when you start to experience the truth of what it is that you really want to experience in this world, in this life. And from that place, like, bling, it's almost like this empty place with just a little bit of water, and you can hear like every drop. And then you put your hands in, right? From this place, dip in, get your hands wet, and then make your intentions. All right? So that's why it's so beautiful, the way they explain it. And look at this card. Isn't that kind of like that? Anyway, so our last card today is not about silence. It's about virtue. This card, I believe, this card came out yesterday. I'm not sure if it came out for the morning message or for the Aries or Taurus message, weekly message. But either way, let's read it right now. Virtue is one of the passive qualities of power. When you pull back the bow, preparing to set the arrow and define your target, you use the strength, the will, and the focus that you have collected within that part of yourself called virtue. Virtue is where you find your inner truth. It is a place of illumination, and as that radiance grows within you, it becomes integrity. Ooh, the I word. Guys, don't trip, guys. That's my word. Go ahead and look at that video they did in the daily reading about integrity. Good Lord. Anyway, talk about a dearth on planet Earth, right? Without virtue, there is no inner balance. Virtue comes from the unknown, quiet things that you do for the world and for other people. With each virtuous act, your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful, integrating the symbols of your inner life. However, like the deer, these symbols tread softly. Virtue marks your path on the other side, and like the one who walks last, the virtuous person is in a position of power. Walk in beauty and virtue, as power often arrives quietly. Wow. Got to drink to that. Wow, what a beautiful concept. Wow, I wish God would I wish God would talk about this on my channel, or whoever. Guys, let's pen that in. I love that. I would love to hear what they have to say about this concept of virtue. God, that was so beautiful. Guys, listen, let's not trip. I'm going to read that one more time. I'm sorry. I don't know if you could feel the energy, but I'm feeling it. I'm going to read that one more time for you guys. Virtue is one of the passive qualities of power. When you pull back the bow, preparing to set the arrow and define your target, you use the strength, the will, and the focus that you have collected within that part of yourself called virtue. Virtue is where you find inner truth. It is a place of illumination, And as that radiance grows within you, it becomes integrity. Without virtue, there is no inner balance. Virtue comes from the unknown. I literally just saw abdomen. Virtue comes from the unknown, quiet things that you do for the world and for other people. With each virtuous act, your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful, integrating the symbols of your inner life. However, like the deer, these symbols tread softly. Virtue marks your path on the other side, and like the one who walks last, the virtuous person is in a position of power. Walk in beauty and virtue, as power often arrives quietly. Good Lord. Okay. So, what I'm getting from this is virtue seems to be the very essence of who we are. Now, what really caught my attention is here. Where is it? With each virtuous act, your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful, integrating the symbols of your inner life. You know, oh, and here, virtue marks your path on the other side. To me, on the other side, what do you have? You're not going to have money. You're right. You're going to have intelligence, yes, but when you're in spirit, it's like you wear your virtue as badges of honor. How you choose to show up wherever you are, in spirit, in physical, in different dimensions, however you choose to show up is your virtue. So the more loving and the more integritous your virtue is, the more beautiful it is. And they said here that virtue is a place of illumination, and as that radiance grows within you, it becomes integrity. Integrity speaks of a pattern. Integrity speaks of a pattern of behavior that has been reinforced over time. So I'm not surprised that they speak of integrity as this pathway that is bridged or born from virtue. You have an idea, you try it on, you keep at it. The more it becomes a part of you, the more you help others, the more you live by it, it becomes integrity. And that's a beautiful thing. So what would you like to be known for, right? What are your virtues? Anyway, guys, let's stop right there. All right, so this has been, God bless, this has been your reading for today's morning message. Of course, you know it's timeless. If you'd like to have a personal reading with moi, you can check the link below. If you'd like to donate, thank you so much for that. The link is below as well, and please do check out the one-on-one coaching that I offer. All right, thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Mwah. Bye.